Welcome back to another exciting episode on rare and valuable coins. Today, we are diving deep into a legendary United States coin, the 1965 Roosevelt dime, and the fascinating story behind its astonishing market value of $500,000. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny 10-cent piece is fetching $500,000 in rare cases. But why? What makes it so valuable? How can you tell if you have one of these high-value dimes hiding in your change? Buckle up as we explore the rich history, errors, minting anomalies, and how you could potentially cash in on this treasure. Before we get into the specifics of the 1965 Roosevelt dime, let's take a brief look at the history of the Roosevelt dime. This coin series was first introduced in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime, and was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II. His legacy as a leader, as well as his efforts in combating polio, made him a fitting figure for a coin that would help support the March of Dimes charity initiative. The Roosevelt dime has been in continuous production since 1946, with changes in metal composition along the way. Initially struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, the composition changed in 1965 to a clad coin made of copper nickel, which is still in use today. However, some rare 1965 dimes were mistakenly struck on 90% silver planchets, making them incredibly valuable. The 1965 Roosevelt dime common coin, rare fortune. Fast forward to 1965, and the U.S. Mint was transitioning away from silver coinage due to rising silver prices. The government decided to remove silver from dimes and quarters, replacing them with a copper-nickel clad composition. However, a few 1965 dimes were accidentally struck on silver planchets, making them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's break down what makes a 1965 Roosevelt dime so valuable. Rarity and errors. What to look for. Not all 1965 Roosevelt dimes are created equal. The most valuable ones have silver planchet errors. Some dimes were mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets from 1964. Full bands designation. This refers to the clarity of the torch bands on the reverse of the coin. Coins with sharp and well-defined bands are rare. Striking anomalies. Sometimes, a coin can be struck on a wrong planchet, giving it unique characteristics. Perfect grades. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC in perfect condition can command a premium. A 1965 Roosevelt dime struck on a silver planchet with a perfect grade has been sold for as much as $500,000 at an auction. That's $500,000 for a dime. So what are the actual prices for different conditions of the 1965 Roosevelt dime today? Let's break it down. Circulated condition 10 cents to $2, uncirculated $10 to $50, high grade MS67 $200 to $1,000, MS69 with full bands $5,000 plus silver planchet error $50,000 to $500,000 plus. If you happen to find one of these in pocket change or a coin roll, you could be sitting on life-changing money. If you're now eager to check your spare change, here's how you can maximize your chances of finding a valuable 1965 Roosevelt dime. Coin roll hunting. Go to your local bank and request dime rolls. Many rare coins have been discovered this way. Check pocket change. Even common circulated coins can have errors that make them valuable. Use a magnet. Silver is not magnetic, but the copper-nickel clad dimes will stick to a magnet. Weigh your dime. A normal 1965 clad dime weighs 2.27 grams, while a silver era dime weighs 2.5 grams. Get it graded. If you suspect you have a rare one, send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. So there you have it, folks. The 1965 Roosevelt dime might be a common coin, but certain rare varieties are worth an absolute fortune. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into the world of numismatics, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins that could be hiding right in your pocket. Have you ever found a valuable coin in circulation? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're looking to learn more about rare coins, check out our other videos. Today, we have an extraordinary episode lined up for you. We're diving deep into the history, value, and mystery surrounding a U.S. coin that could be hiding in your pocket change, the 1981 Roosevelt dime and the 1974 D. Roosevelt dime. These coins, seemingly ordinary, have stunned collectors with their astonishing market value, in some cases reaching $500,000. That's right. these everyday dimes are worth $500,000 under the right circumstances. But what makes them so special? What rare errors and minting quirks make them so valuable? And how can you find one yourself? Buckle up, because we are about to uncover the hidden gems of the Roosevelt dime series. Before we delve into the specifics of the 1981 Roosevelt dime and the 1974 Roosevelt dime, let's take a look at the rich history of the Roosevelt dime. This coin was introduced in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. It was created to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. One of the reasons Roosevelt was chosen to be featured on this coin was his tireless efforts in combating polio and his connection to the March of Dimes Foundation, which raised funds for polio research and treatment. The Roosevelt dime, therefore, serves as more than just currency. It's a tribute to a great leader's legacy. The Roosevelt dime was originally 90% silver and 10% copper until 1965, when the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition due to rising silver prices. Since then, the dime has maintained the same design, with only minor modifications and minting variations. The 1981 and 1974 Roosevelt dimes, hidden treasures. Now, let's talk about the stars of today's episode: the 1981 Roosevelt dime and the 1974 Roosevelt dime. At first glance, these coins might seem like any other dime you'd get in your change. But hidden within the billions of dimes produced, a select few have become some of the most sought-after coins in modern numismatics. The key to their value lies in rare mint errors, proof varieties, and exceptional grade conditions. Let's break down exactly what makes them so valuable. Rarity, mint errors, and what to look for. A Roosevelt dime from 1981 or 1974 is normally worth just 10 cents, but certain features can turn them into jackpot-worthy collectibles. These include: no mint mark 1981 proof dimes. A rare 1981 dime from the San Francisco Mint was mistakenly released without the S mint mark. If you have one, it's worth thousands of dollars. Double die errors. Some 1981 and 1974 dimes have noticeable doubling in the lettering or Roosevelt's portrait. These can fetch $10,000 to $50,000 plus. Full bands designation. A Roosevelt dime with fully struck bands on the torch is exceptionally rare and worth a premium. Perfect condition. A flawless, high-grade dime can be worth $500,000 at auction. Just imagine finding one of these ultra-rare coins in your spare change. It's literally money hiding in plain sight. Let's talk numbers. What is the actual market value of these Roosevelt dimes today? Here's a breakdown of recent auction sales and estimated prices. Circulated 1981 and 1974 Roosevelt dime 10 cents to $1. Uncirculated MS65 grade $5 to $50. Rare error coins $50,000 to $500,000. Perfect PF70 or MS70 condition $500,000. How to find one, and what to do if you have it now that you know what to look for. How can you find one of these rare dimes? Here are some pro tips. Search through your pocket change. Rare coins slip into circulation all the time. Check proof and mint sets. Rare mint errors sometimes appear in sets. Get it professionally graded. If you think you've found something valuable, submit it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. So there you have it, folks. The 1981 and 1974 Roosevelt dimes may seem ordinary, but hidden gems among them are worth an absolute fortune. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Have you ever found a valuable coin in circulation? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're looking to learn more about rare coins, check out our other videos.